Why greatness requires you to walk alone, the secret no one tells you. Written and published by Empower Soul. What if I told you that your greatest strength isn't found in the people around you, but in the power you hold within? That the most successful, unstoppable people in history didn't wait for permission, help, or approval. They mastered the art of doing it alone. This isn't just a motivational speech. This is the blueprint to unlock your full potential, thrive without support, and build the life you've always dreamed of. Stay with me, because this might be the most important lesson you'll ever hear. 1. Staying motivated when no one believes in you. It hurts when people doubt you, when friends dismiss your dreams, or family members question your choices. The weight of their disbelief can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing, their doubts are a reflection of their limitations, not yours. The key is to focus on your inner drive. Find your why. Why are you doing this? Why does it matter to you? Let that reason be stronger than any rejection. Celebrate small wins along the way, even if no one else notices. Every step forward proves you're capable. Motivation doesn't come from others. It comes from the belief that you can make it happen. 2. Managing time. Like a pro, master the clock, master your life. Time is your greatest asset. You can lose money and earn it back, but once time is gone, it's gone forever. So how do you make every minute count? Start by identifying your priorities. What's truly important? Eliminate distractions and focus on the tasks that move the needle. Use tools like a planner or even a simple to-do list. Break big goals into small, manageable tasks and tackle them one at a time. Remember, every second you waste is time taken from your dreams. Control your time and you'll control your destiny. 3. The benefits of doing it alone. Living on your terms. When you choose to do it alone, you step into a life of complete freedom. This freedom means you get to live on your own terms, without waiting for anyone's approval, without compromising your vision, and without being held back by others. You're in charge of every decision, every step, and every outcome. And while this path comes with challenges, the rewards are unlike anything else. Let's break it down. When you do it alone, you don't have to worry about the expectations of others. Think about how often people's opinions, doubts, or fears influence your decisions. Sometimes those closest to you unintentionally plant seeds of hesitation. They may mean well, but their fears can hold you back. When you rely only on yourself, those external voices lose their power. You can make decisions based solely on what's right for you. If you believe in an idea, you can pursue it wholeheartedly without anyone second-guessing your choices. Living on your terms also means you control the pace. You don't have to wait for someone else to catch up or slow yourself down because others aren't ready. Imagine wanting to start a project or chase a dream but being stuck because someone else is dragging their feet. That doesn't happen when you're doing it alone. You set the tempo, whether you want to work at lightning speed or take your time to ensure everything is perfect. It's your journey, and you dictate how it unfolds. Of course, this level of freedom comes with responsibility. When you're doing it alone, there's no one to blame if things go wrong. If you make a mistake, it's on you. But here's the beautiful thing about that. Responsibility breeds growth. Every misstep is an opportunity to learn, and every lesson you learn on your own makes you stronger and more capable. You're not relying on anyone to fix your problems because you've developed the skills and mindset to handle them yourself. There's also a unique sense of pride that comes with building something entirely on your own. Think about it. When you achieve a goal, and you know it was your hard work, determination, and persistence that made it happen, that feeling is unmatched. It's not about arrogance or boasting. It's about a deep, personal satisfaction that you did it, even when no one else believed in you. That sense of accomplishment becomes a source of inner strength, pushing you forward to tackle even bigger challenges. Another benefit of doing it alone is the clarity it brings to your life. When you're not influenced by others, you can focus entirely on what truly matters to you. You're not distracted by other people's goals, opinions, or expectations. You can reflect on your values, understand what you want out of life, and align your actions with those desires. This clarity allows you to create a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Living on your terms also allows you to take risks that others might shy away from. Sometimes when you work with others, you're forced to play it safe because not everyone shares your vision or your appetite for taking bold steps. But when you're doing it alone, you can bet on yourself. If you fail, you fail. But that failure becomes a stepping stone to greater success, and you won't have the regret of wondering, what if? Moreover, doing it alone doesn't mean you isolate yourself or cut off from the world. It simply means you're self-reliant. You can still build relationships, collaborate, and connect with others, but the key difference is that you're not dependent on them. Your life and happiness are not tied to anyone else's approval or participation. This creates a sense of balance. You're independent, yet open to meaningful connections. And let's not forget the personal growth that comes from this journey. Every challenge you face and every decision you make on your own contributes to your development. You learn to trust yourself, rely on your instincts, and build confidence in your abilities. Over time, this self-reliance transforms you into someone who can handle anything life throws your way. You become resilient, adaptable, and fearless. Yes, there will be moments when doing it alone feels overwhelming. You might doubt yourself or feel the weight of the responsibility, but those moments are temporary, and they pale in comparison to the lasting rewards of living on your terms. The freedom to design your life, the pride of self-made success, and the inner strength you gain are worth every challenge. Doing it alone is about empowerment. It's about realizing that you have everything you need within you to create a life you love. It's about breaking free from dependency, taking control of your future, and proving to yourself that you are capable of extraordinary things. And once you experience the power of living on your terms, you'll never look back. 4. Breaking free from dependency. Your freedom starts now. Dependency can feel like a safety net, but in reality, it's often a trap. Whether it's relying on others for emotional support, financial stability, or decision-making, dependency limits your potential. It places your life in someone else's hands and keeps you from discovering the power you already have within. Breaking free from dependency isn't just about survival. It's about stepping into the freedom to live life on your own terms. What does dependency look like? Dependency can show up in many forms. It could be financial reliance on someone, like needing a partner, parent, or employer to support your basic needs. It might be emotional dependency, where you look to others for constant reassurance, approval, or validation. Or it could be mental reliance, waiting for someone else to solve your problems or make decisions for you because you don't trust your own judgment. While these forms of dependency might feel comforting, they come with a cost. They keep you from growing. They hold you back from taking risks, learning new skills, and becoming the best version of yourself. When you depend on others, you're essentially handing over control of your life, and that's a heavy price to pay. Why breaking free matters? Freedom begins when you stop relying on others to meet your needs. Breaking free from dependency allows you to take full ownership of your life. It means you get to make decisions based on what's best for you, not what someone else thinks or expects. It means you're no longer waiting for someone to save you or solve your problems. You're taking charge and creating your own solutions. This doesn't mean you never ask for help or reject support from others. It simply means you're no longer dependent on anyone. Help becomes an option, not a necessity. You're capable of standing on your own 2 feet, and that creates a sense of independence that no one can take away from you. How to break free from dependency. Breaking free from dependency is a journey, not an overnight transformation. It starts with small, intentional steps toward independence in all areas of your life. Financial independence. Money is one of the biggest areas where dependency shows up. If someone else is supporting you financially, it's time to take control of your finances. Start by creating a budget and tracking your spending. Look for ways to earn your own income, even if it's a small amount to begin with. Building financial independence is empowering. It gives you the freedom to make choices without worrying about how they'll affect someone else's wallet. Emotional independence. Emotional dependency often feels comforting, but it can also be draining for both you and the people you rely on. To break free, start by building self-awareness. Recognize when you're seeking validation or approval from others and ask yourself why. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that your worth isn't determined by anyone else's opinions. Learn to trust your own feelings and instincts. Problem-solving independence. One of the most liberating steps you can take is learning to solve your own problems. Instead of immediately turning to someone else for advice, take time to think through the issue yourself. Ask questions like, "What are my options?" and "What's the best course of action for me?" The more you practice this, the more confident you'll become in your ability to handle challenges on your own. Setting boundaries. Breaking free from dependency often requires setting boundaries. If someone is used to you relying on them, or if they enjoy having control over you, they might resist your efforts to become independent. Be clear about your intentions and assert your need for space to grow. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about creating a healthy balance where you can thrive. Learning new skills. Dependency often stems from a lack of skills or knowledge. If you rely on someone to cook for you, fix your car, or manage your finances, start learning how to do these things yourself. You don't have to become an expert, but gaining basic competence in key areas of life will significantly boost your independence and confidence. The emotional benefits of breaking free. At first, breaking free from dependency might feel scary. You may worry about failing or feel overwhelmed by the responsibility of doing things on your own. But over time, you'll experience the incredible emotional benefits of independence. There's a unique pride that comes from knowing you can take care of yourself. You'll feel more confident in your decisions and more secure in your ability to handle life's challenges. You'll also notice a deeper sense of peace because you're no longer waiting for someone else to provide what you need. You're providing it for yourself. The challenges of breaking free. Let's be honest, breaking free isn't always easy. It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. You might face resistance from others who are used to you depending on them. You might make mistakes along the way. But every challenge you overcome is a step closer to true freedom. Think of this process as building a muscle. At first, it's hard. You might feel weak or unsure of yourself. But with each small victory, whether it's solving a problem on your own, earning your first paycheck, or setting a boundary, you'll grow stronger. And that strength will carry you forward to even greater achievements. Living a life of freedom. Once you've broken free from dependency, you'll experience a life that feels truly your own. You'll have the freedom to make choices without fear, to pursue goals that align with your values, and to create a future that excites you. You'll no longer be limited by the expectations or limitations of others. Instead, you'll be empowered by your own capabilities and potential. This is where true freedom begins. Breaking free from dependency isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about stepping into your power, embracing responsibility, and proving to yourself that you are capable of so much more than you ever imagined. Your freedom starts now, and the possibilities are endless. 5. Success stories of the lone wolves, lessons from self-made legends. Throughout history, there have been individuals who dared to walk the path alone, relying on nothing but their vision, determination, and belief in themselves. These lone wolves didn't wait for approval or assistance. They chose independence, endured struggles, and built legacies that inspire us today. Their stories teach us valuable lessons about resilience, self-reliance, and the rewards of forging your own path. Thomas Edison, the power of persistence. Thomas Edison's name is synonymous with invention, but his journey wasn't easy. Edison attempted over 10,000 experiments before successfully inventing the light bulb. Each failure brought criticism and doubt from others, but Edison didn't see failure as a setback. It was simply a step closer to success. Edison's story teaches us that persistence is key. When you're walking the path alone, you will face obstacles and failures, but every misstep brings you closer to your goal if you refuse to give up. His belief in his vision was unshakable, and that mindset turned him into one of the most celebrated inventors in history. J.K. Rowling, turning rejection into triumph. Before she became one of the most successful authors in the world, J.K. Rowling was a single mother living on welfare, writing in cafes while her daughter napped. She faced rejection after rejection from publishers, 12 to be exact, before one finally agreed to publish Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. The series went on to become a global phenomenon, inspiring millions. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of perseverance and self-belief. Even when no one else believes in your dream, you have to hold on to it. She didn't rely on anyone to validate her vision. She kept writing and submitting until she found the right opportunity. The lesson here is clear. Rejection is not the end of the road. It's simply a challenge to keep going. Elon Musk. Betting on yourself. Elon Musk is known for his groundbreaking ventures like Tesla, SpaceX, and PayPal, but his journey wasn't without immense risk. At one point, Musk put all of his money into his companies, even sleeping in the office to make ends meet. Many doubted his vision, calling his goals unrealistic or impossible. But Musk's willingness to bet on himself and his ideas led to revolutionary advancements in electric vehicles and space exploration. Musk's story highlights the importance of taking risks and trusting your instincts. Lone wolves often face criticism and skepticism, but the willingness to stay true to your vision, even when others don't see it, can lead to incredible achievements. Oprah Winfrey, rising above adversity. Oprah Winfrey's journey to becoming a global media icon was filled with adversity. Born into poverty, she faced numerous challenges, including discrimination and personal setbacks. But she relied on her inner strength to overcome these barriers. Oprah built her empire from the ground up, starting as a local news anchor and eventually creating her own media network, becoming one of the most influential figures in the world. Her story reminds us that self-reliance isn't about having a perfect start. It's about making the most of what you have and never giving up on yourself. Oprah turned her struggles into stepping stones, proving that resilience and determination can pave the way to greatness. Steve Jobs, creating a vision without compromise. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, was a visionary who refused to compromise on his ideas. When he was fired from his own company, Jobs didn't give up. Instead, he founded Next, and bought Pixar, which became one of the most successful animation studios in the world. Eventually, he returned to Apple and transformed it into one of the most valuable companies on the planet. Jobs' story illustrates the importance of resilience and reinvention. Lone wolves understand that setbacks are not permanent. Jobs' unwavering commitment to his vision and his willingness to adapt led to extraordinary success. Lessons from the lone wolves. These stories are more than tales of success. They are blueprints for how to thrive as a lone wolf. Let's explore the key lessons they teach us. Believe in your vision. All these legends had one thing in common: an unshakable belief in their vision. They didn't need others to validate their ideas because they trusted themselves. When you're walking the path alone, belief in yourself is your greatest asset. Embrace failure as a teacher. Every lone wolf faced failure, but they didn't let it stop them. Instead, they used it as a learning experience. Failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. The more you fail, the closer you get to success. Stay persistent. Persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. The road to success is rarely smooth, but if you keep going, you'll eventually reach your destination. Take risks. Success requires courage. Whether it's investing in your dream, stepping out of your comfort zone, or taking a bold leap, risk is a necessary part of growth. Trust yourself and take the leap. Adapt and reinvent yourself. Setbacks are inevitable, but they don't have to define you. Reinvention is a powerful tool. Like Steve Jobs, use setbacks as an opportunity to refine your vision and come back stronger. Turn adversity into strength challenges, and struggles are not the end of your journey, they're the beginning of your transformation. Oprah Winfrey turned her adversities into opportunities, showing us that resilience is a key ingredient in success. Why these stories matter. The lone wolves of the world remind us that greatness often begins with a single step taken in solitude. They didn't wait for someone else to help them or give them permission to succeed. They acted, even when the odds were stacked against them. Their stories show us that the power to change your life lies within you. You may not have the resources, connections, or support you think you need right now, but if you have a vision and the determination to pursue it, you already have everything you need to get started. The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. These lone wolves proved that self-reliance and persistence can lead to extraordinary success. Now it's your turn to write your own story. 6. The mindset of independence. Unlocking your inner strength. The journey to independence begins in the mind. Before you can act with confidence, build resilience, or thrive on your own, you need to cultivate the right mindset. Independence is not just about being physically self-reliant. It's about having the mental strength to trust yourself, make your own decisions, and navigate life's challenges without constantly relying on others. Your mindset shapes everything, and unlocking your inner strength is the key to true freedom. What does an independent mindset look like? An independent mindset is built on self-belief and confidence. It's the ability to trust your decisions, even when others doubt you. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and not waiting for someone else to step in. An independent thinker doesn't follow the crowd or seek approval. They rely on their intuition and values to guide them. This mindset also involves emotional resilience. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. The independent mind views challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to grow. It doesn't crumble under pressure. It adapts, learns, and moves forward. Lastly, an independent mindset is about being resourceful. It's the belief that no matter what situation you're in, you have the tools, skills, and creativity to figure it out. It's not about knowing everything. It's about trusting that you can learn what you need along the way. The power of self-belief. At the core of an independent mindset is self-belief. This is the unwavering confidence that you are capable of handling life's challenges, making sound decisions, and achieving your goals. But self-belief doesn't always come naturally. It's something you build over time. Start by recognizing your past successes. Think about times when you overcame obstacles or figured something out on your own. Those moments are proof that you're capable. Next, challenge negative self-talk. When your mind tells you, "I can't do this," ask, "Why not?" Replace those doubts with affirmations like, "I've handled tough situations before, and I can handle this too." Building self-belief also means taking small risks and proving to yourself that you can succeed. Each time you step out of your comfort zone and accomplish something, your confidence grows. Over time, this self-belief becomes a powerful force that drives your independence, letting go of approval. One of the biggest barriers to independence is the need for approval. Many people hesitate to make decisions or take action because they're worried about what others will think. But living for approval keeps you trapped. It forces you to shape your life around someone else's expectations. To develop an independent mindset, practice letting go of the need for validation. Start by making small decisions without consulting anyone. Trust your instincts. Understand that you don't need everyone to agree with you. In fact, some of the greatest innovators and trailblazers were met with criticism because they dared to think differently. Independence means having the courage to stand by your choices even when others don't understand. The role of responsibility. An independent mindset also requires taking full responsibility for your life. This means owning your successes and your mistakes. It's about understanding that your future is in your hands, not someone else's. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming others or external circumstances for your situation. Instead, you focus on what you can control and take action. This shift in mindset is incredibly empowering. It reminds you that you're not a victim of life. You're the creator of your destiny. Overcoming fear of failure. Fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles to independence. It can paralyze you, making you second-guess your decisions and avoid taking risks. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. To develop an independent mindset, you need to reframe failure. Instead of seeing it as something to fear, see it as a teacher. Every failure comes with a lesson, something you can use to grow stronger and smarter. The most successful people in the world didn't avoid failure. They embraced it. They understood that every misstep brought them closer to their goals. When you stop fearing failure, you unlock the courage to take bold, independent action, trusting your instincts. Another crucial element of an independent mindset is trusting your instincts. Deep down, you often know what's right for you, but doubts and external opinions can cloud your judgment. Learning to trust your intuition is a skill that grows with practice. Start by paying attention to how you feel about decisions. If something feels off, listen to that feeling. Similarly, if an opportunity excites you, don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The more you rely on your instincts, the more confident you'll become in your ability to navigate life's uncertainties. Building mental resilience. Independence isn't just about making decisions, it's about staying strong when things don't go as planned. Mental resilience is what allows you to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward, even when the path gets tough. To build resilience, focus on what you can control. Instead of dwelling on problems, look for solutions. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the things that are going well, even in difficult times. Resilient people don't avoid hardship. They face it head-on and come out stronger. The growth mindset, a foundation for independence. A growth mindset, the belief that you can improve and adapt through effort, is essential for independence. It helps you approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. When you adopt a growth mindset, you see every situation as an opportunity to learn and grow. This mindset is especially important when you're doing things alone. You may not have all the answers right away, but with a growth mindset, you trust that you can figure things out. This belief in your ability to learn makes you unstoppable. Practical steps to develop an independent mindset. Start small. Begin with small decisions or actions that you can take independently. Each success will build your confidence. Practice self-awareness. Reflect on your thoughts and emotions. Understand what holds you back and challenge those beliefs. Set clear goals. Know what you're working toward. Having a clear vision makes it easier to stay focused and motivated. Embrace responsibility. Own your actions, both good and bad. This builds accountability and strengthens your sense of control. Learn continuously. Commit to learning new skills and expanding your knowledge. The more you know, the more confident you'll feel in your independence. The rewards of an independent mindset. When you unlock the mindset of independence, you gain more than just freedom. You gain strength, confidence, and peace of mind. You're no longer at the mercy of others' opinions or circumstances. You trust yourself, and that trust empowers you to take risks, overcome challenges, and achieve your goals. An independent mindset doesn't mean you have to walk through life alone. It means you can, if you need to. It's about knowing you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. It's about creating a life that's authentically yours. And most importantly, it's about realizing that everything you need to succeed is already within you. 7. Overcoming fear and self-doubt. The first step to freedom. Fear and self-doubt are among the biggest barriers to independence and success. They creep into your mind, making you question your abilities, your decisions, and even your dreams. The voice of fear whispers, "What if you fail?" while self-doubt adds, "You're not good enough." Together, they can keep you trapped, holding you back from unlocking your full potential. But here's the truth. Fear and self-doubt are not permanent. They are obstacles that can be overcome with the right mindset and approach. The moment you take control of these emotions, you open the door to freedom. Freedom to pursue your goals, live boldly, and thrive on your own terms. Understanding fear and self-doubt. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty. It's your brain's way of protecting you from danger, but in today's world, it often overreacts. Fear isn't always about physical safety. Sometimes it's the fear of rejection, failure, or making the wrong choice. These fears can paralyze you, stopping you from taking even the first step. Self-doubt, on the other hand, is the internal voice that questions your worth and abilities. It tells you that you're not smart enough, talented enough, or experienced enough. While fear warns you about external risks, self-doubt creates internal barriers. Together, they form a vicious cycle that keeps you stuck. The cost of living in fear and doubt. Fear and self-doubt rob you of opportunities. They keep you in your comfort zone, preventing you from trying new things, taking risks, or exploring your potential. You may miss out on chances to grow, connect with others, or achieve your dreams simply because you're too afraid to try. Over time, living in fear and self-doubt can erode your confidence. Each time you avoid a challenge or give in to those negative voices, you reinforce the belief that you're not capable. This leads to regret. regret for the opportunities you didn't take, and the person you could have become. But the good news is that fear and self-doubt are not unchangeable. They are habits of the mind, and like any habit, they can be replaced with healthier ones. How to overcome fear and self-doubt. Overcoming fear and self-doubt isn't about eliminating them entirely. It's about learning to manage them so they no longer control you. Here's how you can take the first step to freedom. Acknowledge your fears. The first step to overcoming fear is to face it. Pretending it doesn't exist or avoiding it only gives it more power. Instead, identify what you're afraid of. Is it failure, rejection, embarrassment? Write it down. When you name your fear, you take the first step in disarming it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Often, you'll realize that the worst-case scenario isn't as bad as you imagined. And even if it does happen, you'll likely be able to recover and move forward. Challenge self-doubt with evidence. Self-doubt thrives on assumptions and exaggerations. It tells you, you can't do this, but rarely provides any real evidence. Combat it by listing your achievements and strengths. Reflect on times when you succeeded, even if the odds were against you. For every negative thought, counter it with a positive fact. For example, self-doubt. I'm not good enough to start this business. Evidence. I've worked hard to develop my skills, and I've already achieved great results in smaller projects. The more you challenge self-doubt with facts, the weaker its grip becomes. Take small steps. One of the best ways to overcome fear is to take action, no matter how small. Fear often magnifies problems, making them seem bigger than they are. But when you take even a tiny step toward your goal, the fear begins to shrink. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror or a small group of friends. Each small success builds confidence, making the next step easier. Reframe failure. Fear of failure is one of the most common obstacles, but failure isn't the end. It's part of the process. Every successful person has failed, often multiple times. What sets them apart is their willingness to learn from those failures. Instead of viewing failure as something to avoid, see it as a valuable teacher. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this lesson to improve? When you embrace failure, you take away its power to hold you back. Surround yourself with positivity. The people and content you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your mindset. Negative voices, whether from friends, family, or your environment, can amplify fear and self-doubt. Instead, seek out supportive people who encourage and inspire you. Consume uplifting content like books, podcasts, or videos that build your confidence. The more you fill your mind with positivity, the less room there is for fear and doubt. Practice mindfulness. Fear and self-doubt often come from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Mindfulness brings you back to the present, where you have control. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or journaling can help calm your mind and refocus your energy on the here and now. When you feel overwhelmed by fear, take a few deep breaths and remind yourself, I can handle this moment. The benefits of overcoming fear and self-doubt. When you learn to manage fear and self-doubt, you unlock a new level of freedom. You're no longer held back by imaginary barriers. You can take risks, try new things, and pursue your dreams with confidence. Overcoming these emotions also builds resilience. Each time you face a fear or silence a doubt, you grow stronger. You prove to yourself that you are capable, and that belief carries over into every aspect of your life. Finally, overcoming fear and self-doubt allows you to live authentically. You're no longer living according to someone else's expectations or limitations. You're free to be yourself, to chase your goals, and to create a life that reflects your values and aspirations. A life beyond fear. Imagine a life where fear no longer controls you, a life where self-doubt doesn't stop you from trying. That life is possible, but it starts with a choice, the choice to take the first step. Acknowledge your fears, challenge your doubts, and take action, no matter how small. With each step, you'll find that freedom is closer than you ever imagined. Fear and self-doubt may never completely disappear, but you don't have to let them win. You have the power to overcome them, to rise above their grip, and to unlock the strength that's been inside you all along. Take that step today. Your freedom is waiting. 8. Developing resilience. Bouncing back from anything. Life is unpredictable, no matter how carefully you plan or how hard you work. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable. You'll face failures, disappointments, and even heartbreaks. But what determines your success isn't the absence of difficulty, it's your ability to bounce back. This ability is called resilience, and it's one of the most powerful tools you can develop. Resilience is what turns challenges into stepping stones and setbacks into comebacks. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and grow stronger after facing adversity. It's not about avoiding pain or pretending everything is fine when it's not. Resilience is about acknowledging the difficulty, dealing with it, and emerging better equipped to handle future challenges. Think of resilience like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. With every obstacle you overcome, you develop greater mental, emotional, and even physical strength. Resilience doesn't mean you won't struggle. It means you won't stay down. Why resilience matters. Resilience isn't just about surviving tough times, it's about thriving despite them. Here's why it's essential. It keeps you moving forward. Without resilience, setbacks can feel like the end of the road. But with resilience, you see them as temporary detours. You keep pushing forward even when the journey gets hard. It builds confidence. Every time you bounce back from a challenge, you prove to yourself that you're capable. This builds confidence and makes you more willing to take risks and face uncertainties. It reduces stress. Resilient people handle stress better. Instead of panicking or giving up, they focus on solutions. This not only helps them overcome challenges, but also protects their mental and physical health. It turns pain into growth. Resilience helps you find meaning in hardship. Instead of being defeated by struggles, you use them as opportunities to learn and grow. How to develop resilience. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. Here are practical steps to build resilience in your life. Shift your perspective. When faced with a setback, how you view it matters. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable problems, view them as opportunities to learn. Ask yourself, what can I gain from this experience? How can I grow stronger through this challenge? Reframing difficulties in this way helps you stay positive and focused on solutions. Accept what you can't control. Many of life's challenges are beyond your control. Resilience means learning to accept what you can't change and focusing on what you can control. Worrying about the uncontrollable only drains your energy and keeps you stuck. Redirect that energy toward actions you can take. For example, if you lose a job, you can't change the past, but you can work on updating your resume, networking, or learning new skills to find a better opportunity. Build a strong foundation. Resilience is easier to develop when you have a solid foundation in your life. This includes physical health, eat well, exercise, and get enough sleep to keep your body and mind strong. Mental clarity. Practice mindfulness or meditation to reduce stress and stay focused. Emotional balance. Acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them overwhelm you. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend can help you process difficult feelings. When your basic needs are met, you're better equipped to handle adversity. Take small steps. Resilience doesn't require massive leaps. Start with small steps to build your confidence and momentum. Break big challenges into smaller, manageable pieces and tackle them one at a time. Each small success reinforces your ability to handle the next obstacle. For example, if you're overwhelmed by debt, focus on paying off one bill at a time instead of worrying about the entire amount. Strengthen your support system. While resilience is about inner strength, having a support system can make a big difference. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, inspire you, and remind you of your potential. These could be friends, family members, mentors, or even online communities. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. Even the most resilient people rely on others at times. Cultivate a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve and adapt through effort. This mindset helps you approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. When faced with failure, a growth mindset asks, "What went wrong and how can I do better next time? What skills or knowledge can I gain from this experience?" This mindset makes you see every setback as an opportunity for growth. Practice gratitude. In tough times, it's easy to focus on what's going wrong. Gratitude helps you shift your focus to what's going right. Even in the darkest moments, there's something to be thankful for. A lesson learned, a small success, or simply the strength to keep going. Make it a habit to write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. This practice trains your mind to look for the positives, even during challenges. Embrace failure as part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every successful person has failed, often more times than they can count. The difference is, they didn't let failure define them. They used it as a stepping stone to learn, grow, and eventually succeed. The next time you fail, remind yourself, this is part of the process. I'm one step closer to my goal. Focus on your strengths. In difficult times, it's easy to dwell on your weaknesses. Resilient people do the opposite. They focus on their strengths. Think about what you're good at, whether it's problem solving, staying calm under pressure, or learning quickly. Use those strengths to tackle the challenges in front of you. The emotional benefits of resilience. Developing resilience doesn't just help you bounce back. It transforms your entire outlook on life. Resilient people tend to feel more confident. They trust their ability to handle whatever comes their way. More empowered. Instead of feeling like victims of circumstances, they feel in control of their lives. More optimistic. They believe in their ability to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. Resilience isn't about being perfect or never struggling. It's about finding strength in the struggle. Resilience in action. Real-life examples. Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years in prison, Mandela emerged not with bitterness, but with a vision for unity and peace. His resilience turned a personal tragedy into a global triumph. Bethany Hamilton. After losing her arm in a shark attack, this surfer didn't give up on her passion. She adapted and went on to win championships, inspiring millions with her resilience. These stories show that no matter how difficult life gets, resilience allows you to rise above. A life of resilience. Developing resilience isn't a one-time achievement. It's a lifelong journey. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. With resilience, you can turn pain into progress, failure into learning, and setbacks into comebacks. No matter how hard life gets, remind yourself, I've been through challenges before, and I came out stronger. I can handle this too. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about moving forward with greater strength, wisdom, and confidence. When you develop resilience, there's nothing you can't overcome. 9. The art of taking action, turning thoughts into reality. Ideas are powerful, but ideas alone don't change your life. Thoughts, dreams, and plans remain intangible until you take action. Action is the bridge between your imagination and reality. It's the only way to bring your goals to life, overcome obstacles, and create the future you desire. The art of taking action isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or having everything figured out. It's about starting, even when you feel uncertain, and moving forward one step at a time. The difference between people who succeed and those who don't often comes down to one simple thing: they took action. Why we struggle to take action. Before diving into how to take action effectively, let's explore why so many of us struggle with it. Understanding the barriers is the first step to overcoming them. Fear of failure. The thought of failing stops many people before they even begin. Fear whispers, "What if it doesn't work?" Or "What if I look foolish?" But the truth is, failure is often a necessary part of success. Without action, failure isn't just possible, it's guaranteed, because nothing will ever happen. Perfectionism. Perfectionism convinces you that you need everything to be perfect before you start. You tell yourself you need more knowledge, better timing, or additional resources. But perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. The perfect moment doesn't exist, and waiting for it only delays your progress. Overthinking. Overanalyzing every decision can lead to analysis paralysis, where you're so caught up in thinking about what to do that you never actually do anything. Taking action requires trusting yourself and being willing to make mistakes along the way. Lack of clarity. Sometimes the problem isn't fear, but uncertainty. Without a clear vision or plan, it's hard to know where to begin. But action doesn't require perfect clarity. It only requires the willingness to take the first step. The power of action. Action has a unique power. It creates momentum. Once you take that first step, you generate energy and confidence that propels you forward. Action also provides clarity. Many people wait until they feel ready, but readiness often comes after you start. When you act, you learn more about yourself, your goals, and the steps you need to take next. Every great achievement in history began with a single action. The world's most successful people weren't always sure of their path, but they acted anyway. Their willingness to move forward even without certainty is what set them apart. How to master the art of taking action. If you want to turn your thoughts into reality, you need to make action a habit. Here's how to do it. Start small. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking they need to take massive action immediately. While big moves are important, they can feel overwhelming and lead to inaction. Instead, start with small, manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to write a book, don't focus on completing 300 pages. Start with writing a single page today. Small wins build momentum, and momentum makes it easier to tackle bigger challenges. Set clear goals. Taking action is easier when you know what you're working toward. Define your goals clearly and break them down into smaller, actionable tasks. Instead of saying, "I want to get in shape," say, "I will work out for 30 minutes, 3 times a week." Clear goals give you direction and make it easier to act. Overcome the fear of failure. Failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Every successful person has failed countless times, but they didn't let it stop them. Instead, they used failure as a learning experience. Reframe failure as feedback. Instead of thinking, "I failed," think, "I learned something valuable that will help me succeed next time." When you embrace failure as part of the process, it loses its power to hold you back. Create accountability. Sometimes the hardest part of taking action is staying consistent. Creating accountability can help. Share your goals with someone you trust or join a community of like-minded individuals who can support and encourage you. For example, if you want to start a new habit, tell a friend about it and ask them to check in on your progress. Knowing someone is counting on you can provide extra motivation to follow through. Take imperfect action. Many people wait for the perfect conditions to act, but perfection is an illusion. The most successful individuals understand that it's better to take imperfect action than to do nothing at all. If you wait for the stars to align, you'll miss countless opportunities. Instead, focus on progress, not perfection. Even a small, messy step forward is better than standing still. Build a system. Action becomes easier when it's part of a routine. Instead of relying on willpower alone, create systems that support your goals. For example, if you want to save money, automate your savings so you don't have to think about it. If you want to exercise regularly, schedule workouts at the same time every day. Systems create consistency, and consistency is the foundation of success. Visualize success. Visualization can be a powerful tool for action. Take a moment to imagine yourself achieving your goal. Picture what it looks like, how it feels, and the impact it will have on your life. This mental image can motivate you to act, especially when you're feeling stuck. Reward yourself. Action becomes more enjoyable when you associate it with positive rewards. Celebrate your small wins along the way, whether it's treating yourself to something you enjoy or simply acknowledging your progress. Rewards create a positive feedback loop, making it easier to stay motivated. The ripple effect of action. Taking action doesn't just move you closer to your goals, it transforms you as a person. Each time you act, you build confidence, resilience, and a sense of empowerment. You prove to yourself that you're capable of creating change, and that belief carries over into every area of your life. Action also inspires others. When people see you taking steps toward your dreams, they're often encouraged to do the same. Your willingness to act can create a ripple effect, influencing those around you to pursue their own goals. The Wright brothers. The Wright brothers dreamed of creating a flying machine, but they had no roadmap to follow. They acted anyway, experimenting, failing, and trying again until they achieved flight. Their story shows that action, even in the face of uncertainty, can lead to groundbreaking success. Marie Curie. Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, didn't wait for resources or recognition to begin her work in science. She took action despite limited support, ultimately making discoveries that changed the world. Her story reminds us that taking initiative often leads to extraordinary outcomes. Living the art of action. The art of taking action is simple but profound. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or knowing every step in advance. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the first step and allowing the journey to unfold. Your dreams, ideas, and goals are waiting for you to act on them. The only thing standing in the way is the choice to begin. Remember, action turns thoughts into reality. Take that first step today and watch as your world begins to transform. 10. Embracing the journey alone. Your path to unshakable independence. Embarking on the journey alone can feel intimidating. The thought of relying entirely on yourself without the constant support or guidance of others, can bring up feelings of fear and doubt. But choosing to embrace this path is one of the most powerful decisions you'll ever make. Walking alone doesn't mean isolation, it means independence. It's a commitment to discovering your inner strength, pursuing your goals on your terms, and creating a life that reflects who you truly are. The journey alone is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, persistence, and resilience. But it also offers unmatched rewards, the freedom to make your own choices, the satisfaction of knowing you built your life, and the confidence that comes from thriving on your own. Why walk the path alone? The decision to walk the journey alone is about taking full ownership of your life. When you rely on others too heavily, whether for validation, support, or direction, you give away some of your power. By choosing to go solo, you reclaim that power. You become the captain of your ship, steering it toward the destination you've chosen. Here's why embracing the journey alone is so transformative. It builds true confidence. When you navigate challenges on your own, you prove to yourself that you're capable. Each problem you solve, each success you achieve, reinforces the belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. This self-confidence isn't fleeting, it's deeply rooted in your own experiences. It cultivates clarity. Without the noise of other people's opinions and expectations, you gain a clearer sense of what truly matters to you. Walking alone gives you the space to reflect on your values, goals, and priorities, helping you align your actions with your authentic self. It empowers you. Independence empowers you to live life on your terms. You're not waiting for someone else's approval or permission. You have the freedom to pursue your dreams without compromise. The challenges of walking alone. Let's be honest, embracing the journey alone isn't easy. It comes with its own set of challenges, but understanding these hurdles can help you prepare for them. Loneliness. At times, the path of independence can feel lonely. You may miss the comfort of companionship or the reassurance of having someone to lean on. However, solitude also offers an opportunity for deep self-discovery and personal growth. Self-doubt. Without others to validate your choices, you might question whether you're on the right track. Learning to trust your instincts is a key part of the journey. Increased responsibility. When you walk alone, the responsibility for your success or failure rests solely on your shoulders. While this can feel daunting, it's also incredibly empowering. It means you're in control of your destiny. How to embrace the journey alone. Successfully walking the path alone requires intention, preparation, and a mindset shift. Here's how to embrace this journey and thrive. Trust yourself. The most important element of walking alone is self-trust. You need to believe in your ability to make decisions, solve problems, and overcome challenges. This trust doesn't happen overnight. It's built through action. Start small. Make a decision without seeking advice or reassurance from others. As you see the results of trusting your own judgment, your confidence will grow. Find strength in solitude. Solitude can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's one of the greatest tools for personal growth. Use your alone time to reflect, set goals, and connect with yourself on a deeper level. Practice mindfulness or journaling to process your thoughts and emotions. Remember, solitude isn't about being lonely, it's about building a relationship with yourself. Focus on your why. When the journey gets tough, reconnect with your purpose. Why did you choose this path? What are you working toward? Keeping your why front and center will help you stay motivated and focused even during challenging times. Celebrate small wins. When you're walking alone, it's easy to overlook your progress. Take time to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Each win is a reminder of your capabilities and a source of motivation for the road ahead. Learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are inevitable, especially when you're navigating life on your own. Instead of fearing them, embrace them as opportunities to learn. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? Every mistake is a stepping stone to growth and success. Stay resilient. The path of independence is rarely smooth. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Developing resilience will help you push through these challenges. Focus on what you can control, and remember that every difficulty is temporary. Build a positive inner dialogue. When you're walking alone, your inner voice becomes your closest companion. Make sure it's supportive. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations like, I am capable of handling this. I trust myself to make the right decisions. Your mindset will shape your journey, so nurture positivity and self-belief. The rewards of walking alone. The journey alone isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about who you become along the way. Here are some of the rewards that come with embracing independence. Unshakable confidence. You'll develop a deep belief in yourself that no one can take away. This confidence will carry over into every aspect of your life, making you more resilient and fearless. Authenticity. When you walk alone, you're free to be yourself. You're not conforming to others' expectations or compromising your values. This authenticity brings a sense of peace and fulfillment. Freedom. Independence means freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to create, and freedom to live life on your own terms. It's the ultimate reward for walking the path alone. Real-life examples of walking alone. Many of history's most inspiring figures walked their journeys alone, relying on their inner strength to achieve greatness. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi's journey toward independence for India was deeply personal. He relied on his principles of non-violence and self-reliance, even when facing immense opposition. Helen Keller. Despite being blind and deaf, Keller overcame incredible odds to become a writer and activist. Her journey was marked by independence and determination. Steve Jobs. Jobs' vision for Apple often set him apart, but his willingness to walk a unique path led to groundbreaking innovation. These stories remind us that walking alone is not a disadvantage, it's often the foundation for greatness. A lifelong journey. Embracing the journey alone isn't a one-time decision, it's a lifelong practice. As you navigate life's twists and turns, you'll continue to discover new strengths, overcome new challenges, and achieve new milestones. Each step you take brings you closer to unshakable independence. Remember, walking alone doesn't mean you're truly alone. You always have yourself, your strength, your intuition, and your vision. And that's more than enough to create a life of purpose and fulfillment. Your path is yours to create. Embrace it with confidence, courage, and the knowledge that every step you take is a step toward the life you've always dreamed of. 11. The power of solitude. Why being alone makes you unstoppable. In a world that often celebrates constant connection and collaboration, solitude can seem undervalued, even misunderstood. But solitude is not loneliness, nor is it a sign of isolation or weakness. It is a powerful tool, a sanctuary for self-discovery, creativity, and growth. Solitude allows you to reflect, focus, and recharge. It gives you the space to build resilience, clarity, and independence, the qualities that make you unstoppable. Solitude is where some of the greatest minds in history found their strength. From philosophers and inventors to leaders and artists, many have embraced the power of being alone to think deeply, create boldly, and achieve greatness. What is solitude really? Solitude is the state of being alone without feeling lonely. It's a choice to step away from the noise, distractions and demands of the outside world. Solitude is not about isolating yourself permanently or rejecting relationships. Instead, it's about carving out intentional time to connect with yourself. This time alone allows you to process your thoughts, reflect on your life, and realign your actions with your values. It's a space where you can hear your inner voice, free from the influence of others. Why solitude makes you unstoppable? When embraced intentionally, solitude becomes a powerful force for personal growth and achievement. Here's why. Clarity of thought. Solitude clears away the mental clutter created by constant input from others. It gives you the space to think deeply, identify your goals, and focus on what truly matters. Without external distractions, your mind can work through problems, generate creative solutions, and gain insight into your challenges and opportunities. Many of the world's greatest breakthroughs, scientific, artistic, and personal, were born in moments of solitude. Albert Einstein famously said, "I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity." It was in his solitary moments that he developed his revolutionary theories. Self-discovery. Solitude helps you understand yourself better. When you're alone, you're free to reflect on your values, dreams, and emotions without external influences. You begin to see what drives you, what holds you back, and what truly makes you happy. Self-discovery is a powerful tool for personal growth. The more you know yourself, the more aligned your actions will be with your true self. This alignment makes you more confident, focused, and unstoppable. Building emotional resilience. When you spend time alone, you learn to rely on yourself for emotional support. You become less dependent on others for validation, encouragement, or comfort. Instead, you develop inner strength and self-reliance. Solitude teaches you how to sit with your emotions, process them, and move forward. This emotional resilience makes you more adaptable and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Creativity and innovation. Solitude is a breeding ground for creativity. When your mind is free from distractions, it can wander, explore, and connect ideas in ways it can't when you're constantly engaged with others. Many creative geniuses, from writers to inventors, have credited solitude as the source of their greatest work. For example, Isaac Newton developed his theories of gravity while working alone during a plague outbreak. Solitude allows your mind to reach its full creative potential. Increased focus and productivity. When you're alone, you have the freedom to work on your own terms, without interruptions or distractions. Solitude provides the focus needed to tackle big projects, solve complex problems, and make meaningful progress toward your goals. Time spent in solitude can be some of the most productive time of your life. It allows you to create a flow state, a period of intense focus where you're fully immersed in your work. How to embrace solitude. Solitude doesn't have to be daunting. Here's how to incorporate it into your life in meaningful ways. Schedule solitude. Just as you make time for work, family, and social activities, schedule time for solitude. Whether it's 10 minutes a day or a few hours each week, set aside intentional time to be alone with your thoughts. Disconnect from technology. True solitude requires stepping away from distractions like social media, emails, and constant notifications. Turn off your phone, log out of your accounts, and give yourself the gift of uninterrupted time. Reflect and journal. Use your time in solitude to reflect on your goals, values, and progress. Journaling is a powerful way to organize your thoughts, process your emotions, and gain clarity about your next steps. Spend time in nature. Nature has a unique ability to calm the mind and inspire introspection. Go for a walk in the woods, sit by a lake, or watch the sunrise. Being alone in nature enhances the benefits of solitude and helps you feel connected to something greater. Practice mindfulness. Solitude is an excellent opportunity to practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment, your breath, your surroundings, or your sensations. This practice helps you stay grounded and reduces stress. The challenges of solitude. Embracing solitude isn't always easy, especially in a world that values constant connection. Here are some common challenges and how to overcome them. Fear of loneliness. Many people associate being alone with feeling lonely. But solitude and loneliness are not the same. Loneliness is a sense of isolation, while solitude is a choice to spend time with yourself. Shift your perspective and see solitude as a chance to grow, not a punishment. Discomfort with silence. Being alone often means sitting in silence, which can feel uncomfortable at first. But silence is where clarity and creativity thrive. Embrace it as a necessary part of the process. FOMO, fear of missing out. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel like you're missing out when you choose solitude over socializing. Remind yourself that the time you invest in solitude is an investment in your personal growth and future success. The rewards of solitude. The rewards of embracing solitude are profound and far-reaching. Here's what you can gain. Inner peace. Solitude allows you to step away from the chaos of daily life and reconnect with yourself. This creates a sense of inner peace that helps you navigate challenges with calm and clarity. Greater independence. When you spend time alone, you learn to rely on yourself for answers, solutions, and emotional support. This independence is empowering and liberating. Heightened creativity. Solitude unlocks your creative potential, allowing you to think outside the box and generate innovative ideas. Stronger relationships. Paradoxically, spending time alone can improve your relationships. When you're comfortable with yourself, you bring a stronger, more authentic version of yourself to your interactions with others. The legacy of solitude. Some of the greatest achievements in human history were born out of solitude. From artists who created masterpieces to leaders who made groundbreaking decisions, their willingness to embrace time alone allowed them to tap into their deepest potential. Solitude isn't about withdrawing from the world. It's about preparing yourself to engage with it more effectively. It's a space for growth, reflection, and renewal. When you embrace solitude, you gain the clarity, strength, and focus needed to pursue your goals and make a lasting impact. The power of solitude lies in its ability to connect you with yourself. It's a time to recharge, reflect, and realign with your purpose. When you intentionally embrace solitude, you unlock a level of independence and self-awareness that makes you unstoppable. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being self-sufficient, focused, and empowered. It's in those quiet moments, free from distractions, that you discover your greatest potential. So, embrace solitude and watch how it transforms your life. 12. Embracing failure, how setbacks propel you forward. Failure is often seen as something to avoid at all costs, a mark of weakness or inadequacy, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Failure is not the end of the road. It's a crucial part of the journey to success. Every failure holds lessons, opportunities for growth, and the seeds of resilience. In fact, the most successful people in the world didn't achieve greatness despite their failures. They achieved it because of their failures. To embrace failure is to understand its transformative power. It's not a barrier, it's a stepping stone. Why we fear failure. Before we can embrace failure, It's important to understand why we fear it. Failure can feel deeply personal, as if it's a reflection of our worth or abilities. Here are some common fears tied to failure. Fear of judgment. We worry about what others will think if we fail. Will they see us as incapable? Will they lose respect for us? The fear of judgment can prevent us from even trying. Fear of disappointment. Failure can bring feelings of disappointment, not just in ourselves, but in letting down others who believed in us. This fear can make us hesitate to take risks. Fear of the unknown failure often leads to uncertainty. If a plan doesn't work out, what comes next? This lack of control can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. These fears are based on perception, not reality. Failure isn't as catastrophic as it seems. In fact, it's often the most valuable teacher we'll ever have. The true role of failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a key part of it. Every setback provides an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine your approach. Let's explore how failure can propel you forward. Failure reveals weaknesses. When things go wrong, it highlights areas that need improvement. This feedback is invaluable. Without failure, you might continue down the wrong path without ever realizing it. Failure gives you the chance to identify and address your weaknesses, turning them into strengths. Failure builds resilience. Each time you fail and get back up, you build resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back stronger after setbacks, and it's a cornerstone of success. Failure forces you to face adversity, teaching you how to handle challenges with grace and determination. Failure sparks creativity. When one approach doesn't work, it forces you to think outside the box. Some of the greatest innovations in history were born out of failure. For example, Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence and creativity led to the invention of the light bulb. Failure clarifies your goals. Sometimes failure is a sign that your initial approach wasn't aligned with your true purpose. It gives you a chance to reassess your goals, refine your vision, and focus on what truly matters. Failure makes you fearless. Once you've failed and realized you can survive it, failure becomes less intimidating. It's no longer something to avoid at all costs. It's just a temporary setback. This fearlessness empowers you to take bigger risks and aim higher. Examples of failure leading to success. History is filled with stories of individuals who turned their failures into stepping stones for success. These examples remind us that failure is not the end. It's just the beginning of something greater. Walt Disney. Before creating his iconic empire, Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination. His early businesses failed, but he kept pursuing his dream. Today, Disney is synonymous with creativity and success. J.K. Rowling. The creator of Harry Potter faced numerous rejections before finding a publisher for her book. At her lowest point, she was a single mother living on welfare. But Rowling's perseverance turned her story into one of the most inspiring examples of overcoming failure. Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school varsity team. Instead of giving up, he used the experience as motivation to work harder, eventually achieving unparalleled success in his career. How to embrace failure. Embracing failure doesn't mean seeking it out or enjoying it. It means accepting it as a natural and necessary part of growth. Here's how to make failure your ally. Reframe failure as feedback. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, view it as valuable feedback. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I learn from this? How can I improve next time? This mindset shift transforms failure from a negative experience into a powerful learning tool. Detach failure from your identity. Failure is an event, not a reflection of who you are. Just because something didn't work out doesn't mean you're a failure. Detach your self-worth from the outcome and focus on the effort and growth instead. Take responsibility. Owning your failures is empowering. When you take responsibility, you gain control over the situation. Instead of blaming others or external circumstances, ask yourself what you can do differently next time. Start small. If fear of failure is holding you back, start with small risks. Each small failure you overcome builds confidence and prepares you for bigger challenges. Celebrate effort, not just success. Shift your focus from the outcome to the effort. Celebrate the fact that you tried, even if the result wasn't what you hoped for. This positive reinforcement makes it easier to keep taking risks. Keep moving forward. Failure only becomes permanent if you stop trying. No matter how big the setback, keep moving forward. Progress, even if it's slow, is better than staying stuck. The emotional benefits of embracing failure. When you learn to embrace failure, it transforms not only your mindset, but also your emotional well-being. Here's how. Reduced fear of the unknown. Failure loses its power to intimidate you, making you more willing to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Increased confidence. Each time you bounce back from failure, you prove to yourself that you're capable of handling challenges. This builds unshakable confidence. Greater resilience. Embracing failure makes you stronger. It teaches you how to face adversity and come out stronger on the other side. Turning setbacks into stepping stones. The road to success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and setbacks. But each failure you encounter is an opportunity to learn, grow, and get closer to your goals. Think of failure as a necessary ingredient in the recipe for success. Without it, you wouldn't gain the wisdom, resilience, and clarity needed to achieve your dreams. Failure is not something to fear or avoid. It's something to embrace. It's a natural part of any meaningful journey, a sign that you're challenging yourself and stepping outside your comfort zone. Each failure brings valuable lessons and pushes you closer to success. The most important thing is not whether you fail, but how you respond to it. Will you let it define you, or will you use it to propel yourself forward? The choice is yours. Embrace failure, learn from it, and watch as it becomes one of your greatest allies on the path to success. 13. The strength of self-reliance. How to thrive without support. Self-reliance is a superpower. It's the ability to stand strong, take charge of your life, and thrive without leaning on anyone else. While society often emphasizes collaboration and dependence, the truth is that true strength comes from within. When you cultivate self-reliance, you unlock the freedom to pursue your dreams, face challenges head-on, and build a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Self-reliance isn't about rejecting others or isolating yourself. It's about knowing that you can rely on yourself, even if no one else is there to help. It's about trusting your abilities, taking responsibility for your actions, and forging your path with confidence and independence. What is self-reliance? At its core, self-reliance is the belief that you are capable of managing your life and solving your problems. It means trusting your instincts and decisions, taking responsibility for your actions and outcomes, developing the skills and mindset to handle life's challenges independently. Self-reliance is not about being completely self-sufficient or never seeking help. It's about knowing that even when help isn't available, you can thrive on your own. The benefits of self-reliance. When you cultivate self-reliance, you experience profound changes in your mindset and your life. Here's how self-reliance empowers you. Greater confidence. Knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way builds unshakable confidence. You trust your ability to make decisions, solve problems, and overcome obstacles. Freedom to live authentically. When you rely on yourself, you're free to make choices that align with your values and goals. You don't have to compromise your vision to fit someone else's expectations or needs. Resilience in the face of adversity. Self-reliant people are better equipped to handle setbacks and challenges. They don't crumble under pressure because they trust their ability to adapt and bounce back. Independence and autonomy. With self-reliance, you're not tied to anyone else's support or approval. You have the freedom to pursue your dreams and live life on your terms. A sense of accomplishment. There's a unique pride that comes from knowing you achieved something on your own. Every success becomes a testament to your strength and determination. Why self-reliance is more important than ever. In today's fast-paced and unpredictable world, self-reliance is more important than ever. Jobs, relationships, and circumstances can change in an instant. The ability to rely on yourself ensures that you're prepared for whatever life throws your way. It gives you the flexibility to adapt to changes, the strength to persevere through tough times, and the confidence to chase your dreams without hesitation. How to cultivate self-reliance. Developing self-reliance is a journey. It requires intentional effort and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Here's how to build this powerful trait. Take responsibility for your life. Self-reliance starts with taking full ownership of your actions and outcomes. Instead of blaming others or external circumstances, ask yourself, what can I do to change this situation? How can I take control of this challenge? Taking responsibility empowers you to take action and find solutions. Trust your instincts. Learning to trust yourself is a key part of self-reliance. Practice making decisions without seeking constant advice or validation from others. Start small. Make everyday choices, like what to eat or how to spend your time, based on your preferences and instincts. Over time, this trust will grow. Build essential skills. Practical skills are the foundation of self-reliance. Identify areas where you tend to rely on others and start developing those abilities. For example, learn basic financial management to handle your money effectively. Improve problem-solving skills to tackle challenges on your own. Gain technical or practical knowledge, like cooking, repairing things, or learning how to navigate new situations. Each skill you master increases your confidence and independence. Develop emotional independence. Emotional reliance on others can hold you back. Start by recognizing your emotions and learning to process them on your own. Journaling, mindfulness, and self-reflection are great tools for building emotional resilience. Remember, it's okay to seek support, but your happiness and well-being should not depend solely on someone else. Set and pursue your own goals. Self-reliance thrives when you have a clear sense of purpose. Define your goals and take action to achieve them. Focus on what you want, not what others expect from you. Each step you take toward your goals reinforces your self-reliance and determination. Learn to solve problems. Instead of immediately turning to someone else for help, challenge yourself to solve problems independently. Break the issue into smaller parts, brainstorm solutions, and take action. The more you practice problem solving, the more confident you'll become in your ability to handle life's challenges. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Failure is a natural part of growth. Instead of fearing it, see it as a chance to learn and improve. Each time you overcome a setback on your own, you strengthen your self-reliance. Build a growth mindset. A growth mindset, the belief that you can develop your abilities through effort, fuels self-reliance. It helps you approach challenges with curiosity and optimism. When you believe in your capacity to grow and learn, you become unstoppable, overcoming the challenges of self-reliance. While self-reliance is empowering, it's not without challenges. Here's how to navigate them. The fear of being alone. The idea of handling everything yourself can feel overwhelming. Remember, self-reliance doesn't mean isolation. It means knowing you can handle things alone, but being open to collaboration when needed. Self-doubt. It's normal to question your abilities at times. Counter self-doubt by reflecting on past successes and reminding yourself of your strengths. The temptation to rely on others. It's easy to fall back into old habits of relying on others. Stay mindful of your goals and remind yourself of the freedom and confidence that come with self-reliance. Examples of self-reliance in action. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks' act of defiance during the civil rights movement is a testament to self-reliance. She made a bold decision to stand up for what she believed in, despite the personal risks involved. Her courage sparked change and inspired millions. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's rise to success is a story of self-reliance. Growing up in poverty, she relied on her intelligence, determination, and work ethic to create a media empire and become one of the most influential women in the world. The emotional benefits of self-reliance. Self-reliance doesn't just empower you, it brings emotional rewards that transform your life. Inner peace. When you trust yourself, you feel a sense of calm and control, even in uncertain situations. Pride and fulfillment. Achieving goals on your own brings a deep sense of pride and satisfaction. You know your success is truly yours. Resilience. Self-reliance makes you emotionally resilient. You're less shaken by setbacks because you trust your ability to recover and adapt. A life built on self-reliance. Self-reliance is more than a skill. It's a way of life. It's about knowing that you have the strength, creativity, and determination to thrive, no matter what challenges come your way. When you embrace self-reliance, you gain freedom, confidence, and the ability to shape your own future. Remember, self-reliance doesn't mean rejecting support. It means not being dependent on it. It's about walking your path with courage and conviction, knowing that you're capable of handling whatever lies ahead. Cultivate self-reliance and watch how your life transforms. 14. The call to solitude. Why greatness requires you to be alone. Greatness is often born in solitude. It is in the quiet moments, away from distractions and external influences, that some of the most profound ideas, breakthroughs, and transformations occur. History shows us that many of the most accomplished individuals, visionaries, leaders, artists, and innovators, embraced solitude not as a burden, but as a necessity for achieving their goals. The call to solitude isn't about isolating yourself permanently or cutting off relationships. It's about carving out intentional time to connect with yourself, focus on your aspirations, and align your actions with your higher purpose. Solitude allows you to silence the noise of the world, reflect on your journey, and prepare for the next step toward greatness. Why solitude is essential for greatness. The world is constantly pulling at your attention. Social media, work responsibilities, relationships, and external expectations create a cacophony that can drown out your inner voice. Solitude offers the space to step back, reconnect with yourself, and think deeply. Here's why solitude is essential for achieving greatness: clarity and focus. In solitude, you can see your goals and values more clearly. You're free from the influence of others' opinions and expectations, which often cloud your judgment. Solitude provides the mental space to reflect on what truly matters to you, helping you focus on the path that aligns with your purpose. For example, many great thinkers, like Albert Einstein, sought solitude to work through complex problems. Without distractions, they could focus deeply, which led to groundbreaking discoveries. Creativity and innovation. Solitude is a wellspring of creativity. When you're alone, your mind is free to wander, explore ideas, and make connections that might not emerge in a noisy environment. Some of the greatest works of art, literature, and innovation were created in solitude. Think of Isaac Newton, who developed his theories of gravity during a period of isolation, or Leonardo da Vinci, whose solitary sketches laid the foundation for centuries of invention. Solitude fosters the mental freedom needed for innovation. Self-discovery. Solitude allows you to explore who you are, what you want, and what you stand for. In the quiet moments, you can reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, and desires. This self-awareness is a cornerstone of greatness because it helps you make choices that are authentic and aligned with your unique potential. Many spiritual leaders, such as Buddha and Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, spent time in solitude to gain clarity about their purpose and vision. Their time alone wasn't about retreating from the world, it was about preparing to engage with it more meaningfully. Emotional resilience. Solitude teaches you to rely on yourself for emotional strength. When you're alone, you learn to process your emotions, face your fears, and build inner resilience. This emotional independence is crucial for greatness because it allows you to stay grounded and focused even in the face of challenges. Planning and strategizing. The quiet of solitude is the perfect environment for planning and strategizing. Whether you're building a business, writing a book, or pursuing a personal goal, solitude gives you the uninterrupted time needed to think through your next steps and create a clear roadmap. The challenges of embracing solitude. While solitude offers incredible benefits, it's not always easy to embrace. Here are some common challenges and how to overcome them. Fear of loneliness. Many people equate solitude with loneliness, but they're not the same. Loneliness is a feeling of isolation, while solitude is a choice to be alone for self-reflection and growth. Shift your perspective and see solitude as a gift, a chance to nurture yourself and your goals. Discomfort with silence. In today's fast-paced world, silence can feel uncomfortable. You might be tempted to fill the quiet with distractions like your phone or TV. Resist this urge. Allow yourself to sit with the silence and explore the thoughts and ideas that emerge. Fear of facing yourself. Solitude forces you to confront your thoughts, emotions, and fears. This can be challenging, but it's also where growth happens. Use solitude as an opportunity to understand yourself better and work through any unresolved issues. How to embrace the call to solitude. If you're ready to embrace solitude and unlock its transformative power, here are practical steps to get started. Schedule time for solitude. Set aside intentional time to be alone. Whether it's 10 minutes a day or a few hours a week, prioritize this time just as you would any other important commitment. Disconnect from technology. True solitude requires stepping away from the distractions of technology. Turn off your phone, log out of social media, and give yourself the gift of uninterrupted time. Create a solitude ritual. Make solitude a meaningful practice by creating a ritual around it. This could include journaling, meditating, walking in nature, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. Reflect and recharge. Use your time in solitude to reflect on your goals, recharge your energy, and reconnect with your purpose. This will help you approach your challenges with renewed focus and determination. Be patient with yourself. If you're not used to spending time alone, solitude may feel uncomfortable at first. Be patient and give yourself time to adjust. The more you practice, the more you'll come to appreciate the benefits. Real-life examples of solitude leading to greatness. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi often retreated to solitude to reflect and recharge. His time alone allowed him to develop his philosophy of non-violence, which ultimately transformed the world. Nikola Tesla spent long periods alone, working on his inventions and ideas. His ability to focus deeply in solitude led to groundbreaking advancements in technology. Virginia Woolf. The acclaimed writer found inspiration and clarity in solitude, which she called a room of one's own. Her alone time fueled her creativity and helped her produce some of the most influential works in literature. The rewards of solitude. When you embrace solitude, you unlock a host of benefits that prepare you for greatness. Clarity of purpose. Solitude helps you align your actions with your goals and values. Heightened creativity. The quiet of solitude allows your mind to think freely and generate innovative ideas. Inner strength. Time alone builds emotional resilience and self-reliance. Enhanced focus. Without distractions, you can concentrate fully on your priorities and make meaningful progress. The call to solitude is not a retreat from the world. It's a preparation to engage with it more effectively. It's in these moments alone that you find clarity, build strength, and create the foundation for greatness. Solitude is where you refine your vision, reconnect with your purpose, and prepare to share your unique gifts with the world. Greatness requires courage, and embracing solitude is one of the bravest steps you can take. Answer the call, and you'll discover that the quiet moments hold the key to your most extraordinary achievements. 15. Building self-discipline, the key to consistency and success. Self-discipline is the foundation of every great achievement. It's the ability to stay consistent and committed to your goals, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. While talent and luck may play a role in success, it's self-discipline that ensures you show up, put in the work, and make progress every day. Why self-discipline matters. Creates consistency. Success isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. Self-discipline keeps you on track, helping you build habits that lead to long-term results. Builds resilience. Self-discipline helps you overcome distractions, temptations, and setbacks, making you more resilient in the face of challenges. Empowers you. Discipline gives you control over your actions and choices, allowing you to focus on what truly matters and avoid wasting time on unproductive behaviors. How to build self-discipline. Start small. Begin with manageable goals to build confidence and momentum. Small wins pave the way for bigger successes. Set clear goals. Know what you're working toward and why it matters. Clear goals keep you focused and motivated. Create a routine. Develop habits that align with your goals, making discipline automatic rather than a constant struggle. Practice accountability. Hold yourself responsible for your actions and celebrate your progress along the way. Self-discipline is a skill that grows with practice. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying consistent, and choosing progress over comfort. With self-discipline, you can turn your dreams into reality and build a life of purpose and success. The power of doing it alone. You don't need to wait for anyone to believe in you, help you, or guide you. Everything you need is already within you. The journey of doing it alone is challenging, but it's also the most rewarding. Start today, trust yourself, and watch as you become unstoppable.